get that consistency going nice and smooth. Test it a little bit. See if it's hot, if you're putting your milk in, and how long is it taking to re-thick again. You know, you can get a pattern, you can really zone in and do a good job. Like, you can perfect it when you're a cook every day, but I don't cook that much anymore, so I can't tell you how long it's going to take for it to re-thicken. So, another item, raw salads, fruits, and vegetables. They're not getting any of them, not even if we chop them. They can only get canned fruits. The frozen fruits, they come like soft once they're thawed, as long as it don't have skin. And if you can do the chopping to a 6 and a 5 to the level of consistency and push the fork. You have to do everything with the test. If the test passed, then it's okay, with no skin. Does that help your memory a little bit? Oh, I had another culinary director kind of explain it like this. It's kind of like having a baby. A baby's only had formula for so long. So puree is the first level you give a baby, right? And then the MM5 is the next little bit you want to move up. And then the 6 is the little bit up, and the 7 is the final destination. We're just going backwards. We're just going backwards. So, you know, these poor people, their esophagus, and we'll if we're lucky, they say we'll be there one day too. So their esophagus and their muscles are just not working like ours anymore. All right, so what other items? Peanut butter. These guys do not get peanut butter.
Oh, kill me now.
No peanut butter. Hooray. Oatmeal. No cold cereal. Fruit. Canned.
Rice.
And chopped.
And if we
Rice.
serve them, they
So,
don't
rice.
know what is going on in their room.
If you,
Because you are serving puree oatmeal or beef or fish, you don't know what is going on in the room. Because if the nurses send it to their rooms,
my goal is to get every 6, 5, and 4 out of their rooms. We don't want them eating in their rooms. We are going to push, but just deal with us for a little bit. So rice, I have to go on to rice. Rice, you can serve rice if it follows the rule. If you can push through the rice without the rice, and if it's smaller than the sizes, you can serve the rice. But if you're afraid to serve the rice, like I am, just get you some cream of rice.
Oh, gross.
Test.
Does it have to be very well cooked?
Yeah, I think that pilaf, if you cook it long enough, you could probably get away with pilaf, but the white rice probably not. If you're afraid, you're scared, what am I going to tell you to use? Cream of rice. Why puree the rice when you can just buy cream of rice cereal? Make sure it gets to the consistency again when you use your spoon that it just kind of drops off.
Is that referring to the baby rice again?
No, baby.
And I'm going with it.
All right. So you don't want items to ever be juicy. You want them to be thick enough, right? Or no juices like that. No larger lump sizes. We're always going to use this. No more stringy foods. So again, no more lettuce. No lettuce. No diced tomato.
Talk to all the residents.
They have to have these items to their level, which is impossible with the skin. No skin. Right? No skin. Right? No skin. So for like tomatoes, when they're on the menu, we're giving them tomato juice because it's already pureed. Why puree a tomato? You can just get tomato juice. You want to make sure also when the juice goes out on the floor, if they're a nectar or a honey, that you're preparing that to their level as well. All right? Let's see, what else? They don't get no bones or bristles. We already get away from that pretty much right now. You don't want them floppy, like uncooked baby spinach. Well, we're not doing raw anyways, right? All right, so that's a 6. Let me read you. Yes. It's not going to say mechanical. Starting tomorrow, it's going to say a 6 or a 5. I should show you. What? Yeah. So when chicken is on the menu on the bone, you're not going to take the bone chicken, take it off the bone. You're going to use diced chicken or even chicken breast. You can even take a cooked chicken breast and chop it up. Either a chicken breast or diced chicken. I tend to buy diced chicken. If like our bistro menu tomorrow is changing to chicken tenders, technically you could do a 6 and a 5 with the tenders. He's recording me right there. Let's put that away later. That can be out of limit. Does it melt? All right. So, what was I talking about? Chicken. So the chicken tenders, after you cook it, you can chop it up to a 6 or a 5. You want to maybe make some chicken gravy to nectar or honey and fold it in. Because you don't want your meat dry, but you can't have it where it's pouring off either. Like that. I keep doing that. You like that? Okay. So, some other items. So we talked about rice. We talked about fresh vegetables. The cereal is the biggest because that's every morning, you guys. That cereal is going to be a tricky one, right? No seeds. No seeds. No seeds. There already are no seeds pretty much. But I've been seeing us give garlic bread sticks with the poppy seeds on it to mechanicals because they're soft. But the seeds, they can't have seeds.
They can't have any.
They can't get any bread. That's it. So back to thanks for bread. They cannot have bread. Or toast.
Yeah.
Or cake.
Or buns.
Or buns.
Cookies.
Or
crackers,
sweet
rolls.
cookies.
Any bread dough.
And sweet rolls.
So
Yeah,
if any of
baked
those
goods.
people are on snacks, they can't have, like
We
I know I
have a
have
snack
some.
list.
Yeah, that's
So,
some have sandwiches.
and all
and
the
stuff.
items that are, of a bread texture,
Oh.
we actually, for a 6, 5, 4, they all get a parade. So no more toast in the morning for a 6, 5, 4. We got a parade bread. We have to parade bread. If a sandwich is on, so you're going to take, let's say they want a turkey sandwich and they're at MM5. You're going to take the turkey, you're going to grind it in between the thyme, you're going to add some mayonnaise. Make sure it's not too thick because it still has to come off. I bought some Italian dressing to kind of give it a little pizzazz to make it a little runnier. You can add some nectar water if you need to, or just water into that mayonnaise. Whatever you need to do to just kind of get it off the spoon, right? Remember, it has to come off the spoon. It can't be thick. You have to do this, it's a no. And you're going to give them a parade piece of bread. There's many things you can do for parade bread. At Barton Brothers, you can buy a bucket of parade bread, follow the directions. You get a meatloaf pan, put the stuff in there, and as it gets cold, you can slice it into slices and put it on a 6-inch plate and serve your piece of bread like that. You're never going to take the MM5 or 6 meat and put it on top of the bread. You want them to stay separate. Because now you're putting 2 different textures together. Because that's parade and this is a 5 or 6. You have to blend it together. Like in my world, I used to do a parade with the bread in it.
Yep.
But now they want the bread on the side. I don't know if you can get away. What do you think, Jill?
They're gonna mix it up.
I don't know.
They're gonna stir it up.
I think if the cooks get a practice of just always having parade bread, you can even have parade bread in these, but you just don't want it to be too thick. You want to, if you get the product and you follow the directions, it should stay to the level of what's needed. And if you always got to add a little water and stir it so it's right, you can do that too. Okay? So no more toast, no more cake, no more none of that. You got to parade it. What other items am I forgetting, guys? Well, let me show you what happens to fruit cocktail when you're trying to make an MM6. We're going to do an MM6 first, okay? So this Ninja's kind of handy. It's got a chop button like I was saying. So first off, we already know we should be draining the juice, right?
Do you have any of those pictures too?
I brought strainers.
Pictures of them, they could see the pictures?
Oh, the pictures.
Yeah.
It's in here. It's in your book. But I think some of the picture look dry. But I'm not there to do the test. Where did it go? It was in here.
Oh, maybe she took it out.
Hui Yi was my sidekick who found me all the pictures.
She might have took that out.
I don't know. There's some on the desk. I'll show you in a second. But I'm gonna start with the fruit cocktail, and I'm gonna, if you drink, really we should drink. Let me do it the right way, right? Let me do it the right way. I'm gonna go get a strainer. I just bought them strainers. Where one might be. Alright, so I just went to the dollar store and got them a whole bunch of strainers. So if this was soup, like literally what you would do, I need a bigger bowl. None of those are a bowl. I was trying to be prepared. Still one of these quick. So yeah, I'm gonna put it back, okay? Alright. So if this was soup, after you cook it, you're gonna drain it like this. Try to get all the juice out. Shake it up. It's pretty dry. Stuff ain't pouring out. You're gonna put it in the machine. You don't ever, probably on this machine, want it to be deeper than a 16. Where the 16 is right here, it's 2 cups. Because then it's too thick and it ain't gonna mechanicalize it right? I don't know if that's still the right word I should be using, but that's all I know. Okay. So if you hit the word chop, it will chop it for you. It'll take a pulsate chop, and magically, for some reason, this machine typically will get it to a SB6 on your first chop. If you drain the juice, and if you don't have skins. So, you're gonna see with this one, it's kind of sad because it has grapes and cherries. You're gonna see why we're not gonna give them skins. Because first off, it got in the way of the other fruit, right? So they didn't get all the way chopped like it should. And then here's a grape. It didn't chop very well. That's why we're not doing the skins anymore. No skins ever. But typically for the other fruit, if you didn't have that, you would be, each piece is like, you could push it down. Here, I'll put it on here so you can all see. It's smaller each way. And you could push down and it goes through without having to fight it. So that's a positive SB6, okay? Trick for a number 5, I went up instead of down. A number 5, after you do a 6, for some reason, this machine, which is great to have if you don't have one, they're at, I got one at Target and they have them at Sam's Club. This particular style. You're gonna chop a second time. Do a chop a second time. If you're not using skins, it will beat the MM5. I don't know why, but I'm happy. It's gonna cut the cook's time a little bit because they're confident. You'll have confidence, right? All right.
It's called a Ninja.
Yep, it's a Ninja, and it has like smoothie, ice crush, extract, chop, and dough. So this one's called Auto IQ, and you're looking for the one that has the chop. So the skins kind of get in the way. If the skins weren't in here, you could see. Like, I should have done just pears to show you guys that. You'll see like the littlest piece, like this peach here. Here, I'll get it out. If the skins weren't in here, all of it will be at this level. You could see like it fits in the middle of a time each way. Well, that one looks a little bigger, but maybe I should just do pears to show you, but you could do it on your own. Get you the little pears, do it on the number 2. You might have to do a number 3 if it's colder, because that makes things hotter. If they're canned, they're more room temperature, makes them softer, so it might chop a little faster. But just know, you literally want your MM5 to be smaller each direction. Like here's one. And then you would take that juice and you would know if your people are either a nectar or a honey, and make that juice nectar and honey. You can add a little apple juice to it. But see this piece right here, it goes both ways. And if you were to smush it, it smushes. Oop. Okay, is that a good example? Kind of.
You did.
If we didn't have the grapes or the
Yeah.
skins, it'd be perfect. So, any questions on that?
Yeah, so when it's time for dessert, so who do it? They do it,
So each building can figure out who's going to handle the SB6 and the MM5. I don't know the answer for your building until Jose comes back how she wants it, but I would say Gabe can try and the cook can double check to make sure it's right.
Please, can I ask a question? Because sometimes we short.
Because it's going to be a parade.
Sometimes
So
we
then who's
short.
dishing up
We
the fruit?
can-
Who's dishing it up?
they had like, some still they had an
If you, when in doubt, just grab applesauce if you're short. Just use ice cream when you're short. Like, you know, just something safe that's the right texture, the right whatever. And that, I mean, if you have to do that, that's what you have to do. But if you're fully staffed, I would say whoever's dishing up could try and then have the cook approve it to feel confidence in it, right? Even though the cooks aren't always confident, but they'll get there. Every day it'll build a little bit more and a little bit more. Because I'll tell you, my first meeting compared to today's meeting, night and day. I'm getting more and more comfortable just talking about it.
Oh.
So it gets easier. But when in doubt, parade it, right? All right, any questions? There's your breakdown menu, your spreadsheet, your extensions. That's gonna be your Bible to know what to give.
I think you need to do this one more time. I got some cooks that I know you're doing a video, but you're excellent at what you're doing, and I'd like to have them.
When do you
in
go live, or
person.
did you already?
We already did.
I can come on another day next week. So
And we
here's
can
some
go
pictures.
wherever.
You can see the level of, here's carrots. So there's a regular carrot, an SB6 carrot, an MM5 carrot, and a level 4 carrot.
That's
But
an easy one.
but I still think this is dry. You don't see any moisture in it, you know. So we want to add moisture. Like you could take butter and water and make it with some Simply Thick, right? And this fish right here, it's like dry. It needs to be more moist than that. So I'm thinking some water, whatever it is, like you might be able to do milk or a broth. Be creative. Get some flavor in there. All right. Any questions? All right.
You're awesome at doing it. Live will make a big impact. That's why I was hoping some of my other cooks, if you do it at whatever home,
Yeah.
send out another link.
Okay. I'll do that. We're going live tomorrow, so I'm probably going to be here every day, just trying to make sure before each meal goes out, to make sure it's right. And then I'm going to leave them alone on the weekend and pray. And then they'll come back Monday.
This one, she does everything right. But
Oh, that's
I got a few
good.
other cooks I think.
I've met you before.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
Yes. It's been a couple of years. I haven't been there for a long time.
Oh yeah, we came and bought us our band.
Yes.
Yes.
We had no. Oh, that was horrible.
I might have to delete
Did
my
you get the
storage
ice
to
out of your
upload
cooler yet?
everything.
Remember it was
Oh.
dripping or something?
Oh
The
yeah,
log
yeah. That's
is-
running real
I'll just send it to your
good. In the
email.
summer when it gets super
It's a nice
humid,
unit.
we always have.
Like my phone on.
No, I'm gonna send it to my email and then I'll send it to you.
Summer,
And then
it just
Yeah, then
we can do it
passes out, but then-
worldwide.
At least it's